Do you like that Baker reached out to Daniel Jones?
No, I want him to own it. And this is what I'm very leery of, Skip. Anytime I hear a guy say, starts with either he's lying or he's about to lie.
Really?
And I heard a lot of knows in that. Skip, how do I take you out? If I'm doing a story on Skip Bayless, why is somebody else's name coming up in that article? It will if they're doing a story on Skip. Let's just say somebody come in. What is it with GQ, Skip? Remember Jalen Ramsey had the very same thing last year about quarterbacks in GQ. Here's Baker Mayfield in GQ. And we had, a month ago, Odell Beckham in GQ. So I'm just
Mark Anthony Green.
I'm going to be really leery on GQ.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I'm not drinking anything if I do an article with GQ. So I don't want anybody to take anything out of context.
Let's get GQ to feature this guy.
They get people
some
to
inside
spill.
scoop.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't drinking anything, Skip. I'll be on my best behavior. But, Skip, if somebody's doing an article on me, okay, we talking, and I look up, and I see somebody on the TV that do what we do, I'm like, that dude terrible. Skip, what do I think is going to happen? Is that going to be in the article? Exactly.
Well, you hope not, but it is.
But you say that.
Yeah,
how do you take out of context? That was around the draft. The article is the interview is about you, and somehow you bring him up in it. And everybody, I love that Baker speaks his mind. He tell you what's on his mind. He's breaking the mold.
Yeah.
Do you like that he backtracks? Because he kind of looked like Michael Jackson at the Motown Awards in '83, moonwalking.
Yeah.
Skip, maybe if it was April Fool's, but the draft was around April 24th, so no, that was no joke. You said what you said. Just own it. I said I cannot believe they took that guy out of Duke University with his win-loss record and the way he played.
Yep.
I'm shocked. But what he tried to do, Skip, I also said I was surprised I went number 1 overall, too. Two things can be true. You can be surprised you went number 1 overall, and you can also say he sucks. And that's the crux of this, Skip Bayless. I don't like all this moonwalking. If you're going to be a man about it, be about it. If you talk it, back it up and say, yeah, I said it, now what? But now he done caught a lot of flack and, it gets taken out of context. No, it doesn't. That's what it gets taken out of context when you say something and you want to retract or move away from it. It was taken out of context. That interviewer got everything you said in the proper context. You were shocked that the New York Football Giants took Daniel Jones 6th overall, considering how poorly he had played and his win-loss record. And now you're trying to backtrack. So, no.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I must agree. I still love Baker Mayfield as a quarterback and a leader of the Cleveland Browns. I do not love anything about this. He was dead wrong.
Simple.
And he will not give it up and let it go and admit it and own it and stand by it.
Right.
I'm watching ESPN yesterday, and I caught my friend Jake Trotter, who now is covering the Browns for ESPN, who concluded after listening to Baker yesterday that he did acknowledge that he did say, I can't believe the Giants took Daniel Jones.
Yes.
So he's acknowledging, yeah, I did say that.
Right.
Period, end of story. Yeah, that's it. We don't need
no more context.
Nope. Over.
Yeah.
Now, he does have some point that you're associating my remarks in general in that interview about why NFL teams so often miss on quarterbacks. That was more of a generalization because he was talking about himself, how shocked he was. He went number 1 when he was not projected to go number 1, and he thought he deserved to go number 1. And his point was, they're missing the point in the boat about me because all I did was win and lead that team at Oklahoma. And if you look at the quarterbacks who make it, they led their college team, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that is in a different context, but it still doesn't change the fact that you looked up at the TV and said, I can't believe they took Daniel Jones. Mind-boggling.
Thank you.
Quote, unquote.
Yes.
I don't know at what point in the interview he said it. He intended it as an aside. He intended it as just sort of a fan reaction to something he's seeing on SportsCenter up on a TV monitor while they're sitting in a restaurant that has a steak named after Baker Mayfield.
Right.
And he blurts it out thinking it's just guy talk. It's just like, like the interview stopped for a second, and it didn't stop.
No.
So, unfortunately, it hit the light of print. And more unfortunately, he won't stand behind it because I want to give you the quick history of Baker Mayfield. He's had beefs right and left, back and forth. he blasted his former coach, Hugh Jackson, called him fake when he dared to get fired by the Browns and then go sign up with the rival Bengals.
Correct.
Remember that?
Yes.
And he pointed at him
Right.
on the sideline after he threw a touchdown pass. Then he blasted his former coach, Cliff Kingsbury. We just talked about Cliff when he was at Texas Tech, by saying that he was disloyal to me after I got hurt, and he opted to go with Davis Webb over me, which triggered Baker's exit stage left to Oklahoma, the transfer, right? Then he blasted recently Texas quarterback Sam Ehlinger. I don't know where this guy, they went to rival high schools in Austin, but he said he wants everybody to know, I don't like him, and I hope he knows I don't like him because he doesn't like me. So it's just like boom, boom, boom.
Even though he doesn't even know if Ehlinger doesn't like him.
I don't know.
I think it was the rivalry of high school.
It was.
I remember
He said
asking
they never
Sam
beat
about
us.
it last year.
Okay.
It was just you knew that there was a clear rivalry between the two guys.
Look, everybody had a rival. I don't dislike the guys that's playing at the school now. I dislike the guys that I was playing against.
Okay.
They ain't got nothing to do with me. I might dislike the school.
I would agree with you. This is a stretch.
Yes.
But it's almost like Jordan-esque, where Michael would
He
always
drunk-
just create rivalries for no
Okay,
reason.
thank
Like, what are
you.
you
Right.
doing?
Motivate him.
Right.
Okay, and then finally he took a shot at Duke Johnson, who was his teammate at running back, as you know, for daring to demand a trade and becoming a distraction and not being fully committed to the Browns. And he took a shot at it.
Right.
Saying it's self-destruction on his part, right?
Right.
Okay, and then Duke obviously finally got traded. And then let's just quickly go over the incidents that he's never run from at all. Fayetteville, Arkansas, he has a little too much to drink, and then he runs from the cops, and he finally gets arrested and charged with public intoxication, disorderly conduct, and fleeing.
Yes.
And he stood right behind it, and then we know that he grabbed his crotch to send a message across the field to the Jayhawks, Kansas Jayhawks, for not shaking his hand in the pregame warm-up. And then we know that he fired that football and hit a TCU kid right in the head just for daring to run across the back line of his end zone during pregame warm-ups. And he owns it.
Right. Yeah.
Like, that's me.
Right.
That's what makes me tick.
Exactly.
That's who I am.
Right.
All this is who he is until this one.
Exactly.
And this one got into print when he had no beef and no reason to take a shot at Daniel Jones.
Correct.
So he's embarrassed about it. He might have gotten called on John Dorsey's carpet, maybe even Jimmy Haslam's carpet. What are you doing?
Right.
And he couldn't defend it.
Right.
Because all he could do is lie his way out of it by saying it's a context.
Right.
No, it's not.
You know, I just wanted to know, I think the world of it. No, you don't. You said you couldn't believe you couldn't believe the Giants drafted him with the 6th pick of the draft, but you wanted him to know you think the world of him.
Okay.
So when did you think the world of him? Before or after you made the comment?
All right. And now you want to announce to the media that you have tried to clear the air with him by texting him.
Right.
I would prefer a phone call. That's just me. But how would you, if you're in Daniel Jones' shoes, how would you receive that text, or if it had been a phone call?
Reject.
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 Because you would know in your heart of hearts, he just spoke his heart, right?
Yep.
He just said what he
Yes.
thought.
Unprompted.
Okay.
Skip, if I had done something to him, okay, I get it. You want to say something like that. But when you speak, and here I am, I'm getting drafted. I've done nothing. Baker Mayfield, all you know is I'm a quarterback. You don't know me. I don't know you. And then you're going to say that. And then you're going to get my number from someone. And then you're going to try to tell about, bro, that's not what I meant. It was taken out of context. I was talking about, I said I was surprised too. Okay. You surprised you went the first. Well, what I got to do with you talking about Daniel Jones? I just still want to know that.
Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing.
And then, like I said, Skip, he got the blowback. And when he sat back and thought about it, he's like, you know what? I really shouldn't have said that because that's not my place. And it makes me look makes him look real petty. Like, okay, because people didn't think you deserved to be the first round pick, why you take it upon yourself and project that you don't think he should be the 6th pick in the draft?
No.
And then moonwalk it back. Skip, oh, I love Baker. Baker speaking fine. He shouted them on. And he's quick to say, if you don't like it, that's a you problem. If you don't like what I say, that's a you problem.
In the past, he said.
Yes, but now look at him. Done hired a crisis manager to clean this mess up. Too late. Nope, you can't live this one down, bro.
You're loving this, aren't you?
I love it.
I thought you loved Baker all of a sudden.
Hey.
Yeah, were you stepping off?
Whoa. Two things can be true.
Well, somebody might
I don't like that he backtracked, but I still think they're going to beat the Steelers. They're going to do in that division.
Somebody might be moonwalking like Michael Jackson in 1983 across from him, right?
Nope. I still got the Steelers, but the Steelers did look good the other night, man. That James Washington.
Does this change how
What
Baker
did I
will
tell
talk
you?
to us, though?
Did I not say James Washington? I told
You
you.
did. You did.
Yeah, thank you.
You did.
I'm still taking the Browns. Still taking the Browns.
Taking the Browns. Oh, okay.
I won't even going to take a shot at Big Ben. I can't believe Big Ben is still playing. He's trash. I mean, you might
This is going to be the comeback,
Come back to what?
according to Skip, for Big Ben. This is the year. He's got a lot
Oh,
to
he's saying Baker.
Baker, I mean, you know,
Take
Baker
a
loves
shot.
taking shots by what, just keep it
take a
going.
shot.
shots.
Yeah.
You know, get him a battle. I mean, like Jay Cutler and Phillip Rivers. You know, hey, Skip, everybody need a he like rivalries.
Wow.
OU, Texas. Hey, Baltimore and Pittsburgh already is as heated as any rivalry in the NFL.
Yep.
So, hey, go ahead and start one with Big Ben.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.